Hello everyone and welcome to the Voice of African Women. Today we'll be just talking about dating and actually when do we women know if this gentleman we're dating is the one or he's not the one. After dating for a while, people start evaluating the relationship. Usually men take this more seriously and more in consideration than women. A man can date so many women and he will never consider to marry any of the ladies because men evaluate relationships. If you have brothers or you have male friends, sometimes try to listen to their conversation. Men say things like, she's a very nice woman, she's cute, but she's just not the married type. How many times do you hear women say things like, oh, he's a nice guy, he's very good looking, but he's just not the husband material? Women mostly don't say things like that. It just takes a woman to fall in love and just make all this decision and marry a guy. We usually don't sit back and try to evaluate relationships. But when do we really know if he's the one, or how do we know if he's the one? We usually know from the beginning of the relationship, and we just sometimes choose to turn our head on the other side. And how do we know actually? We know by the way they talk to us, we know by the way they act, we know by the way they react to certain things or certain situations, and the way they react to things that maybe are very sensitive to us when they are not sensitive to things that are important to us. I'll give you my own example. I'm a kind of person who is very sensitive to things that come to children. Anything involved children, I'm very sensitive to. And if I'm dating a guy who is not sensitive about children, that's just not going to work. I think it's very important that when you notice things that are not appropriate to you and not really nice in a relationship, we need, and these things kind of like will bring more problem in the future, we need to start being brave enough by saying that it's just not going to work. Actually, our lesson of today was just that women need to start evaluating relationship. Men do it, why shouldn't we? Thank you for being with us. I am Asawa Katabana from the Voice of African Women, and I'll see you next time. Till then, goodbye Africa, goodbye world.